right? Say, I am monster. Frankenstein's monster. What up, book dwellers? So today we're going to be talking about my September TBR. I know that we're a decent amount into September, but I want to talk about it anyway because I'm really excited for this month's TBR. I have a lot going on this month in the way of reading and books and authors and cool stuff. So let's get into it. So the first book that I'm reading this month, I actually started already and am about 122 pages in, I think. And it is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I have been wanting to read this book since Colleen read it because she said it was really good. And then I noticed when I went to meet Sarah Rosh that Laini Taylor is actually coming to my area in October. So I was like, well, I gotta get on it then because I've owned it for a couple months now, a few months, like 3 months, 4 months, I don't know. And I have the paperback. I'm in love with this paperback. Like, wow, it's so pretty. Little known fact about me, I am terrified of moths though, so this is a little bit of a struggle, but reading about them is not as bad as looking at them. It's just when I look at this page, get real freaked out. But yeah, so this is the story of Laszlo Strange, who is this man around my age who is obsessed with this city called Weep, and it's this lost city. It has been essentially, lost from everybody's minds, and everybody, the name has been lost from everyone's minds, and it has been lost from the world for years and years. And Laszlo learned about it when he was a little boy, and he felt the name wiped out of his head one day while he was playing like an imaginary game about it. So he has spent his entire life focused on this city and finding it and researching it, and it's the story is basically him getting the chance to finally go find this mystical city with a warrior from the city called the God Slayer. So yeah, it's really good. I really highly recommend this book. Like I said, I'm only like 120 pages into it, but like I told Colleen earlier, I'm like, I want to live in this world all the time. Like, I love this. And I'm so excited for the next book, Muse of Nightmares, which is actually the book that she is coming to promote in October. So I will be on her tour, I will be at her tour for that. Yeah. The next book that I'm reading this month, I am also reading because I am going to meet the author in October. Everyone is coming in October, but that is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Yes, I've never read this. I am so excited to read it. All I hear is good things about V.E. Schwab. Like, literally, I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about her. And so I'm like really excited to meet her, but I'm also really excited to read her books because I've never read a single one of them. But this is about a man named Kel who can travel between parallel Londons. I'm going to clarify, I don't really know that much about this book. I'm a little confused about the premise, but I'll figure it out as I read it, I guess. But he can travel between parallel Londons. There's a red London, a gray London. I feel like there was a white one, and at some point there was a black one, but I don't think the black one exists anymore. But he is supposed to be an ambassador between these Londons, but he also acts as a smuggler. And I know that this gets him into a little bit of trouble, but I'm not really sure how. Like I said, I'm not really sure much about this book, but it sounds pretty good. I've heard amazing things about it, and like just the title, A Darker Shade of Magic, sounds so cool. Like I'm real excited about this one. And like I said, V.E. Schwab is coming in October, so I gotta get on her books before I meet her so I actually know what she's talking about, So the next book that I'm reading this month, I don't have, but it is related to the, last book that I talked about, in that it is by V.E. Schwab, and I'm reading it because she's coming in October, and because she's coming in October to promote the sequel to this book, which is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. And I have heard about this one, and I didn't realize that I'd heard about this one, and I didn't realize that I'd actually really wanted to read this one when I heard other people talk about it. So, I don't know, I guess, it's all happening for me eventually. It is about two college roommates, Eli and Victor. They figure out that if you have the right circumstances, I guess, people can develop extraordinary abilities. And this originally starts as like a scientific research type thing, and eventually turns into actually experimenting on people. Years later, I think 10 years later, Victor breaks out of prison, and he goes looking for his now enemy, Eli. So, I mean, that's pretty interesting. I'm real excited about that. Yeah, and I am going to meet V.E. Schwab so that I can buy her book, Vengeful, which is the sequel to Vicious, and have her sign it and stuff. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna get a lot of signed books this month in October. The next book that I am going to read this month, hopefully, I know this is like a really big list. I'm trying to get around to all of it. I'm also in grad school. Life is chaos. But I'm still doing pretty well because I don't have friends and I don't live with anyone. But it's fine. Anyway, the next book that I want to read this month is Three Darkcrowns by Kendara Blake. I have I'm fangirling about this without having read it, so that says something. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this book. I keep hearing amazing things. Everybody's reading it, and now the third one, I think, is coming out. I think it's supposed to be 4 books, I think. And the third one is coming out. Like I said, I haven't read this, but I'm freaking out about it. There's just... Okay. Hopefully he doesn't knock the camera off, because... Oh, we're just gonna lay right behind it. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I'm really, really excited about this one. It is about... Oh my gosh. The cat knocked the camera off of the thing. This is about the island of Fenburn, where 3 queens are born every generation. They're triplets, and only one of them can become the queen crowned. And it's essentially like Hunger Games, I guess, where they have to fight each other to the death. But they all have magic and different kinds of magic, and there's an elemental, count me in, she can do stuff with fire. Amazing. I'm really, really excited about this. And yeah, I guess that's the fire one, I'm assuming. But yeah, like I said, the third book, Two Dark Reigns, is coming out real soon, or just came out. So I feel like I gotta get on this series. Honestly, I need to stop starting series that I can't finish, but whatever. I'm just really excited about this. Also, it's purple. Look at it, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this series. To clarify for anyone who missed that, the cat is now just laying behind my tripod. I know I've set a really big goal for myself this month. 5 books plus grad school is a lot, but I kind of consider reading my second job, with grad school being my first job. I don't really have a job, but anyway, so the 5th book, I'm gonna try to get around to them all, is what I'm trying to say. But the 5th book that I want to read this month is kind of the one that I'm if I don't get around to it, I'll get around to it later. Not that I'm not excited about it, but it's just kind of that one that I've been excited about for a while, and I just kind of keep putting it off. But anyway, that is Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. I love Leigh Bardugo. If you don't know, again, how this channel feels about Leigh Bardugo, we love her very much. We talk about her to each other and to others very often. We love Leigh Bardugo here. So anyway, yeah, Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. And also Wonder Woman. I also love Wonder Woman. This is going really well, this video is. We're gonna keep it though. So, from what I've gathered, this is about Diana, Wonder Woman, love of my life, who, this is basically, can we just talk about really quick how this is the love of my life, writing about the love of my life. Great times. Anyway, apparently this is about Diana and someone named Aaliyah, I believe? Yeah, Aaliyah, who is a direct descendant of Helen of Troy, which again, okay, so now we're putting in Greek mythology in here. God bless, this is all of my favorite things in a book. This is why I'm just I keep putting it off, because it's not It's just kind of like, I already like this book. I don't know. I have a Wonder Woman calendar in my kitchen. Like, come on. Anyway, thanks Reb for the Wonder Woman calendar. Anyway, this is about Diana and a girl named Aaliyah, who is a direct descendant of Helen of Troy, and she, Diana breaks a Amazon law to help Aaliyah, who again is direct descendant of Helen of Troy, which makes her a warbringer, hence the title. I don't really know much else about this. I'm just really freaking excited. It's part of the DC Legends, I think? DC Icons series, where a bunch of popular authors have written books about DC icons as teenagers, like YA books. I'm excited. Yeah, so that's the last book that I'm going to try to get to this month. I'm sorry that this video was a mess. Like I said, I'm going to edit it and post it anyway, so cool. But yeah, I'm really hoping to get around to those. Hopefully you'll see them or something, you know, in my end of the month, you know, review thing. What do you call that? I don't know. Anyway, I think the cat is eating a bug. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you hopefully next Friday with a new video. Bye!